It's the Line Makers on Sporting News.
Mountain West basketball, Ricky, you gotta love it. Great conference. You got some very good, talented teams. So we got two matched up here. We've got the UNLV Run Rebels are kind of our home team, but not really. We really don't care that much. But
Unless we have a bet on them.
Kind of our home team. Traveling to the Pit in Albuquerque. New Mexico, led by Steve Alford. 13-2 this year, both teams. Line opens in the overnight, 1, immediately gets bet up to 2. It's very common that some of the softer numbers go up the day before. They get moved around very quickly. It's easy to identify. We're thinking the game is probably a little bit higher, 2.5 and 3. I actually made the game 4, so -2 is a play for me. Let's start with the UNLV side, Ricky. Rice, head coach, a couple of years now. What do you think?
Well, Rich, they haven't been good on the road, and I give them credit for battling back in the North Carolina game when they were down 15, and they didn't fold up shop. They could have gotten blown out. They cut it and they lost by 79-73. That was a really good sign. However, Dave Rice's numbers at UNLV on the road are not real good. 3-12 against the spread last year. 2-5 or two wins in the conference on the road last year. Overall, last year and this year on the road under Dave Rice, 4-15 against the spread.
Strong statistics. Some teams don't travel well. You go into a place like the Pit, the home court's probably worth 5.5 to 6 points in a game like this.
Yeah, that floor sits 37 feet below ground level, which is what it's always, even though it's been redone, that's what's always made it so tough to play there. And, New Mexico is a team that doesn't turn the ball over. The Rebels are a team that are going to come down and put up a ton of threes. And in my mind, they better be hitting them tomorrow. On Wednesday.
Bennett's scoring 20 a game for the Rebels. Moser is listed to play tomorrow. Don't even worry about checking your papers. He's in. Going to the New Mexico side, 2 losses this year, and one of them to a very talented South Dakota State team. Went to the NCAA tournament in their first year in Division I last year, won the first round game against Baylor, losing the second round, but that's a quality loss, 15-point favorite. Then they're coming off the St. Louis game. They've got 9 days off to prepare for this game, coming off a loss.
The St. Louis game was an aberration. They had just won at Cincinnati, where very few teams go in and win 55-50. It was the holidays. Then they come back and play on New Year's Eve, and got blown out by St. Louis. But to me, that was an aberration.
Alfred's first game he's been thrown out, I think, as the head coach. He's 5 years there, 126 and 46. The guy wins games, playing at home, very strong, very short number. Ricky Herron, Richie B, the line makers are saying,
it's not as strong a home floor, Rich, as it used to be. New Mexico's 30-21 against the spread in the last couple of years, but I like New Mexico.
We could probably talk about the New Mexico UNLV game for another 10 minutes. That's what it's all about, college buckets. He's already ruined one closing, so I'm going to say Ricky Herron, Richie B, linemakers.com, sportnews.com. Drink lots of Yoo-hoo, young kids in college. Line Makers out.